Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Women Changing Our World. I almost messed that up again.
I'm
Kelly.
I'm Jamie. Good morning.
Good morning. It's kind of a cloudy day here.
Whew. It's hot.
You're always hot.
I'm schwitzing. I had to take my shoes off here. I gotta get
You're crazy,
comfortable.
but you look pretty in that dress today.
Thank you.
You really outdid yourself today.
I'm dressed
Between
up.
the lipsticks, you get your nails done.
Thanks. My aunt is here. My aunt's been visiting from Florida.
I love it.
You know how all the Jews moved from New York to
Yes,
Florida?
all of them.
So she's on the trip. She's on the second side. Now that she's retired, now the Jews, you get the summer place somewhere else, the snowbirds.
Right.
Yeah. She's on the Jewish trail.
I love that.
Yeah.
I have Rex, my puppy, here today.
I know.
So yesterday, for you that live in Virginia, or really, I think it grows anywhere. I live on a mountain, and we have lots of trees and woods and stuff, right? And we have this kind of flowering bush shrub plant thing called mountain laurel. Did not know mountain laurel was toxic to dogs.
How did you even know that it was mountain laurel?
Well, because I know, yes.
I know all the plants on your property?
I mean, a lot of them.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like a botanist.
No, because my husband is obsessed with trees and plants and educates me.
I don't know any of the trees outside. I have, in my property, I don't live on a mountain. I have one tree. I planted one flower this season. So I know that that's a salvia plant because the lady at Ivy Nursery told me. I'm surprised. So he ate the mountain laurel.
Okay, so he ate the mountain laurel. I didn't know it was toxic to dogs. Okay. And I don't have it in my yard. It was like, Rory cut some mountain laurel flowers to bring to me. Very sweet. But then I left them on the screened-in porch, which then Rex got a hold of and started eating.
So you had to go to the emergency vet.
Yeah, $1,000 later.
The emergency vet is the worst. It's so expensive.
Why is it so expensive?
I don't know.
Okay, and why aren't normal vet offices open 7 days a week?
Right. It wasn't like you went in the middle of the night. You went in at Sunday morning at 10 a.m.
Right.
Why is there no vet open?
I don't know. And why is there no animal ambulance?
Oh.
Right?
That would be good. You call and it should be shaped like a big dog bone. And it's wow, or it barks. It's ruff, 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 ruff. And it's going through and you're like, whoa, it's the dog ambulance.
I don't know.
Would there be one for dog? So then maybe they can switch. So you have the bone, but then it switches. So the cat's meow, meow, meow. It's driving down the street. You're back up, cat emergency. No, yeah, I like that idea.
I don't know. And I wish there was you know how there's doctor on demand?
Yeah.
Or concierge doctors that come to your house?
Yes.
Why are there no vets that will come to your house?
Yeah. Why can't we just take them to Martha Jefferson? Why isn't there just an animal unit of the regular hospital? And then they just go to Martha Jefferson.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's and then you're sitting in the waiting room of UVA. You're with your
with
dog.
Your pig.
And they're please fill out these forms. And you're oh my God, my dog choked on mountain laurel. And you're just here's our insurance card.
No, that's how it was. I don't have, but you can get pet insurance.
Yeah.
Your Aunt Mona was telling me there's something about pet insurance.
I know. You should get pet insurance.
I don't know.
I don't really know what it covers, but.
I think it covers I'm sure it's just insurance for people.
So Aunt Mona's here, Rex is here. So Kelly has a Shih Tzu, and Rex weighs, how much does Rex weigh?
11 pounds.
11 pounds. And I have a Shih Tzu as well.
And Jamie says he's 20 pounds. He's not 20 pounds. Mona, how much does he weigh? About 40 pounds.
My aunt, so...
I totally agree.
Is so...
He's not 20 pounds.
Exaggerating. So let's say maybe he's 25 pounds.
He's 30 pounds at
he's
minimum.
He's a big Shih Tzu. So my aunt gets here, and the first thing she says is she walks in the door, and she's like, oh my God, they're so fat. I'm like... That is so freaking rude for you to say in front of them. You could have taken me to the side and been like, Jamie, oh my God, Bronx has put on a few pounds. But she was like, oh my God. So she constantly all day tells them they're fat. She's like, oh, look at Chloe. She can't even walk. Oh God. And then, so now she sits on the couch and the dogs want to be, they're small dogs. They want to be on your lap.
Well, Bronx is not small.
So whenever Chloe comes over, she's like, oh God. She's it's a 10-pound dog. I feel like you're going to be fine. And then Bronx, she freaks out. She's she screams for dear life, get off me. I'm he's only a small dog. It's not an elephant sat on you. You weren't crushed.
Bronx is big though.
He's not an elephant.
He's not like my big dogs.
No. But even when your big dogs sit on me, I'm not oh my God, call the cops. I'm not she freaks out they're 100 pounds. It's it's a small dog. So,
but anyway, I forgot my iPad today.
I see.
I know, so I don't know how to check comments.
Oh.
But let me see. I'm
I'll check the comments.
I'm
very tech savvy.
No, you'll mess up the Skype. Don't change whatever thing you're on. I
wonder. We can't even see if Kimberly's watching. Kimberly, I wonder if you're watching.
I'm sure she is. She watches.
Yeah, you can
every
check
time.
on your.
I'm looking.
Your.
We have one comment. Who do we think it is? Bob.
Oh. Hi, Dad. Mobile device. Dad, I'm schwitzing here. It's so hot in here.
Yeah.
See, in the studio, Jerry, we don't have heat in the winter. And we don't have air.
But we have heat in the do understand.
I do feel
air.
A nice breeze coming in. So I appreciate that. So I'm going to do the rest of the show like this. So
that's not going to look strange.
It can air out my pits. I'm very hot. The summer kills me.
Would you rather be hot or cold?
So in a perfect world, when I was like hot and skinny and young, I'm like, I'd rather be hot. I can like walk around in a bikini. Now I'm like, no, I'd rather be cold. Just like leave me on a couch somewhere where I'm not schwitzing all day.
Oh, so we always play this. Well, we play 2 games at the dinner table on a regular basis. One is, how much would it cost?
Oh.
And the other one is, like, we ask random questions like, would you rather freeze to death?
Oh.
Or die like in the desert with the heat? I think freeze to death is better.
Freeze to death, for sure.
Right? Because I think...
Yes. You don't want to die like parched, like...
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, and then the other game we play, like, how much would it cost?
Yeah, how does that game work?
Okay,
I'm interested.
Like, how much would somebody have to pay you for your whatever?
Okay.
Like, but it can be anything. It'd be like, okay, let's play.
Okay.
So, how much would somebody have to pay you to amputate one of your arms?
Oh my God! Like,
how much? But there's a price, right? How much is your arm worth?
I don't think I would. I'm not going to lose it. I don't want the money.
$50 million? For 50, if I had $50 million in cash, you wouldn't do it? I would.
No, then I have to like redo my hat. Like, there's all these things that come with not having an arm. I can't button a shirt.
How about an eye? One eye.
Oh my God, no! I don't want to lose any of it. I'm so bad at this game because I'm gonna be nervous.
How much would one of your eyes cost? I mean, it has a price, right?
I don't know about that. See, I'm too nervous.
I'd say take the eye, pay me $100 million. I would even do it for like $20 million.
You know,
sure. No. I get a rockin' eye patch.
No, okay. Let me play this game, folks who are watching. How much would I have to pay you to eat a live cockroach?
I do it for $1 million.
Okay, I do it for $1 million too.
Judah, would you do it for $1 million?
What? What? And I am terrified of roaches. Like, yeah, that's gross. That is my worst fear. Like, remember that show? What was that? Where Fear Factor? Remember Fear Factor?
No, I could never do that show.
And you like lay in a bed of like
snakes
and I could the thought of that, like, I could never. And I grew up in New York City where there were like roaches everywhere.
I'm telling you, everything is for sale except your children.
What about?
I'm just saying.
Live animal. How much? Okay, would you like skin something, like skin an animal?
Sure.
How much would it cost you to like skin something?
$500,000.
That's not bad.
No. How about you?
I'd probably do that for like 20 grand.
Really?
Yeah. I'm more like, I'll do 5 of them to get up to the 100. I'm working on like, I'm gonna get them all. Eating alive, like any bug. Like if I had to let like something walk on me or like.
I mean, it's gonna cost a lot.
I don't like that. I'm already sweating. Now my hands are sweating. I'm like already like I can't take it.
You're so sweaty.
Sasha's here today.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Judah, this angle on me is not good.
Oh yeah, Judah, look at my double chin in that one. I really gotta step it up here.
I know. We gotta change that camera angle.
And like this part of my hair is really flat.
My hair is big today.
So it looks like I'm balding on the top.
I got big hair today. You don't look. No, look.
Look, and it's frizzy in the back and balding on the top.
No, it looks like I'm balding on the sides again. Jeez. We gotta fix these cameras.
Is this what you guys see? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get one of those like water bras and like come in here with like a Kimberly. Judah, I now do the show this way.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so who do we have on
today?
Okay.
So she is amazing. She has kind of a serious story. It's Mental Health Awareness Month this month. So Sasha has a story.
And she's on TikTok, right?
She is on TikTok. She's amazing. I follow her. She is a mental health and a suicide survivor. Her boyfriend, and she'll tell you the story, has suffered from some mental health issues, and she has this really It's a sad story, but really it's about how Sasha is dealing with all of this and how she's really been such an advocate for mental health awareness and how she's moving on, and she's amazing. So let's call her.
Let's do it.
Let's see what's going on with her.
And so now I'm just going to have to hold this.
She's wonderful, and if you...
I'm a train wreck today.
Follow her on TikTok. Follow her and all this good stuff. She's really... I love all of her videos. I watch
all of her videos were great.
Oh,
can you turn it down a bit? You're like blowing out my eardrums. It's the worst, Jamie.
Hi!
There we go.
Let's
Hi.
see. There you are.
Good
Can you flip this
morning.
way?
There I am.
Please, can you flip? Yes.
Oh, yes.
So just so we get the full screen. Perfect.
You can just let him go.
Yeah.
He'll be
Perfect. How's it going?
I'm good.
You look great. So tell us before we get started. So where are you living?
So I live in a little town called Gully River, Ontario. So it's like north of a city called Sault Ste. Marie.
Awesome. Okay.
So for those
Yes.
people who are watching, we always start the interview with, tell us who you are, what you do, and why you are so amazing.
Aw. So my name is Sasha. I work in education. I also serve part-time because I love doing that. And I'm sharing my suicide loss story. So my boyfriend passed away September 23rd of 2020. It came as a huge shock. He did suffer with mental health for a long time. So I went to a suicide survivor group here in my hometown in Sault Ste. Marie. And after that, I kind of just decided I wanted to do something to help others get through it because they were so amazing in helping me take the first step. So I wanted to continue that. And one of my coworkers showed me TikTok in December of 2020. And after that, I created my account in January. So
we'll get into a little bit of the background story, but so I've been following you for so long. I love your videos, and we were talking kind of off air about the story and about the videos that you do. And while, in the beginning, you're sharing the story with all of these viewers and people, and the point of it really is to just share how you're going through this, right? How you're sitting with these emotions, these very hard...
And it's very authentic.
Right. It's these hard emotions that you have no choice. You're in it. And how you're taking these emotions and doing such really positive things, not only by sharing your story, but also for yourself, which I love so much. So to see you from the other side of it and watch how you've really kind of grown as you go through this in such a hard time has really been so inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's really resonating with people. I mean, just look at the number of followers you have on TikTok. Did you ever think sharing your such personal story would hit home for so many people and your TikTok would blow up? Did you ever think that would happen?
No, I didn't. I honestly did it just as more of a self-reflection kind of thing and maybe to help a few people. I didn't have and my videos aren't, I don't put a lot of effort into it. You gotta get what you get. It's very raw is what I'm putting out there. It's very genuine. So I was really shocked. And then I get so many messages every day of people on the mental health perspective who are struggling saying I never saw it from your somebody else's perspective, somebody losing somebody, because it changes my perspective now because it really is hard to see that in that moment too.
Right. I definitely think so. You think about, the people who are going through things, and if, God forbid it's suicide or even attempted to or anything like that, you don't think of the family. And what happens after that? It's when someone passes away, a grandparent, or
right.
It's the other side of it. How does that affect everyone? Because everyone around you, right, are the ones who are going through it. While you don't go through it anymore, everyone around you who you've touched, friends and family, they're the ones that kind of grow through that.
Exactly. Yeah. And it creates so many different emotions in different people, and people grieve so differently.
Right.
Some in positive, some in negative. There's just, it really... all depends. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit of the backstory. It was your boyfriend. How long have you been dating? What kind of led up to this?
So we were together over 6 years. We did have some breakups along the way. Sometimes were really hard. But I had met him online. I had been out of a marriage for about a year, and we hit it off instantly. he had been through some hard things in his life prior to meeting me. He had job loss. He was having like a custody issue, things like that. So I only had his perspective of it. He did struggle with mental health. He was on and off medication. That was one of his biggest struggles. Was he'd start taking medication, feel good, and then he would stop drastically. And then there would be a very significant mood change. And so it was highs and lows constantly. Leading up to it, he had disappeared around Christmas time, right before Christmas. And I remember I dumped him for about a month. And then we started talking again because we were living together. And eventually he came home. We worked things out. And he told me that he was actually trying to get help at a mental health hospital. So he came back home. He was doing really good. He was on medication. And then I noticed a significant change in him. And I started counting his medication just out of curiosity. And my hunch was right. And he had stopped taking it because his mood went from normal, like, and happy to like just like a different person. And that's how I would always kind of recognize it. So he went back again. And then he came back. I was involved this time with like the social worker and talking with people at the hospital. And everyone said he was doing great. He was like, they felt really confident in him coming home. And he said that too. I had this feeling, I couldn't place it, but my gut told me something, like he wasn't ready. There was just something. I knew him, but I couldn't place it. And 2 weeks and 5 days later, he did complete suicide in our backyard, about 300 feet back. But he had stopped taking his medication 3 days after he had gotten home. He hit it very well. There was no signs. He wasn't having like the low moods, but I was also working a lot too. So I might have missed a lot of stuff too because I wasn't home to see it. So,
well, and I think as women, especially, we take on a lot of that burden, right? It's like, I was working, I wasn't here, I should have done this, right? But the hard part about that is like, I feel like it's like noticing that it's like, it's not your burden, right? Like, although it's someone else's situation, that you don't have to take on all of that, right? It's not like you are you and you have your own stuff. And even though you can help someone through that and try to recognize those signs and do that, it's like, it's not all you. You can't manage everything.
Well, that was his responsibility to take his medication. We had talked about that too. And he said he was taking it. So I'm trusting him this time around because we had already gone through this. So, I have to trust him and he has to do this. I can't force him to take it.
Right.
And mental health is real. And especially, as we go through the pandemic, the suicide rates are up. People, are feeling isolated, more depressed. Just my opinion, I have friends that have mental health issues and are on medication and things. The mental health system in our country is broken. It's right. The waiting list for mental hospitals in Virginia right now, all the mental facilities to get help are completely full, and there's waiting lists. Well, a lot of mental health can't wait.
Well, even with the doctor, and not to say anything negative that way, but I had to the hospital contacted me before his funeral, which was almost a month later. When they had found out online that he had passed away. And then they had contacted me, and then I had to contact the doctor. So that was I contacted the doctor over a month later, and nobody had contacted his emergency contact or anything. Say, well, he didn't show up to pick up his medication, or nothing like that. So, and I understand they're probably overworked, but that needs to change because if somebody's not showing up, there's a reason. And then Health Association here, and again, I get they're overworked and all that stuff, but they sent a letter. I got a letter after he passed, sometime later, saying they were discharging him because he didn't answer the phone. So, to me, if somebody's not answering a phone, you should
send somebody to their house.
Send somebody to do a call. Yeah, a mental health and safety check because there's something clearly wrong. If a healthy-minded person would answer that phone and take that appointment that they had set up.
Yeah, the system is broken, and I don't know. I'm not offering suggestions on how to fix it, but somebody in the healthcare system needs to figure out a way to fix it.
Right. And I was watching a documentary months ago. We talked about this, and the woman was basically saying that we need to start teaching mental health awareness in schools, mindfulness, mental health awareness at a young age, so that you're able, even as a young person, to be able to learn how to kind of like accept your feelings, how to work through that. How do you ask for help? Is it okay? And make it more like, it's not to ask for help, to say I'm depressed or I'm anxious or I don't know what to do, I need help, shouldn't be seen as something negative, right?
Right.
It's like you break your foot.
No, and it's okay to feel.
Right. It's like you're feeling.
It's okay to feel not okay, and that's normal.
And to teach children when you're younger, like throughout school, and to like say like, you know, I'm having a hard time, so that you don't get into your teenage years and then into adulthood and be like, I'm not allowed to say anything. I'm living in my emotions. No one understands me, right? That's the whole point.
But I think the stigma of mental health is getting better.
Yes.
Yes.
I think
slowly.
But I think people are talking about it more.
Yes.
Yes, they are. I know in the schools, like they are teaching staff, they're doing more training on that, so that's a really positive thing. But definitely for kids, there definitely needs to be more implemented, especially like boys and men too, because there's a stigma behind men too, that they have to be tough and suck in their feelings, and that's not true anymore. Like that never was true, but that's just how they were raised.
Right. So he wasn't very close with his family, right? Do I remember this?
Like I know his parents did. I did meet his parents a couple times. I always try to stay positive in that aspect. They did come up to see him, but he didn't go down to see them. Like they would come up every time. They would make an effort to see him, but he did hide his mental health aspect from them.
Gotcha.
So I had never met his siblings till after he had passed, and other family members.
So I feel like this all kind of fell on you.
Yes.
Right?
Huge.
So you're this young woman that has a job, and all these things happen, and now you're planning a funeral. You're doing all of this.
Well, the family did the funeral in their hometown, and then I did one here because his daughter just didn't really know the family super well, so she was just wanted to be home and kind of wanted her safety net. So I did one celebration of life here for her. So we did the two.
So how long do you think you're going to keep doing all these TikToks?
Well, I feel like I'll keep doing them. I feel like it's going to be more positive going forward because I am, moving in a more healthy, positive direction. But I feel like I'll definitely keep, posting. I probably won't post as frequent as I move along, but I'll definitely post like milestones and like my progress and just my life in general as I move forward. Because eventually I probably will end up in a relationship and things like that. So I feel like that's important for people to see, moving on's okay and different aspects of it. So I'll definitely keep posting. Sometimes I'm post more than others, but yeah.
And I think, it'll depend on the day, right? It's like I love it because it's like it's your journey, right? It's like a story about your boyfriend, but it's really your story, right? It's your life and how this is a thing that happened to you in a moment in time, but it's
you got to keep living.
It's how you're moving on and how you're dealing with that on the other side of things, and how because this will change your life forever. So,
100%.
So it's who is the new you? Who is this new person that will emerge from this in such a positive way?
I wonder how many people have seen your TikToks that were struggling with mental health and suicidal thoughts and saw your TikToks and how it really affected you and chose to get help.
A lot of people I have reached out and expressed that they have because of that. So it's definitely, I've had probably hundreds of people on that aspect of it reach out to me. So it's pretty amazing, the impact. I've also had a lot of people who have been going through a similar situation because I had two sides. I also found out things after my boyfriend had passed too, that a year prior he had been unfaithful. So that and I found that out the day before his funeral. So that hit me hard too. But then, and I would post that, but then I'm glad I did because there was a lot of other people who had the similar situation, which it also kind of correlates with mental health. Like I learned through therapy that people who are struggling will find other outlets to try to make themselves feel good. It has nothing to do with their partner. They love their partner. It's just they're struggling.
Right.
So
I think it's so important too. And that's what I said. It's like this evolving story of what you live. It's like it's you.
But you've created a community for yourself, and is that comforting that when people reach out to you to know that other people are going through similar things?
Yes, it helps a lot. No, well, and I don't want them to ever have to go through that, but it's definitely comforting knowing that others can relate to me. It's especially with lockdown, being able to, do support groups and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to have a conversation with, and, we can kind of all grieve together and move forward and know we're not alone, because it does feel lonely sometimes because friends and family don't always understand because they haven't been in our shoes.
100% right.
Yeah.
So tell everyone your TikTok name and how they can find you, and if they want to follow your story, where can they go?
So it's just stay, the word, and then the number 4, and then another day. And it's on TikTok, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you that we talked about this before, that I've been following you, on this journey, and I watch your lives and I see all the stuff you're doing. And it's so apparent to me how much you've changed over the course of this and how positive you're getting. And even though I feel like it's hard, and I watch you and like some of your videos are hard because you're in all this shit, right? You're in it, and you're like, you want to go outside and you're like, this sucks. This is the freaking worst thing. And like, I get it. And but like, you're changing so much, and you're so inspirational, and you can see it like from everyone, like an outsider looking in, how like you're just getting brighter, like your eyes are getting brighter, and how you're changing, and how you are inspiring so many people. So it really is, while it is sad, and I'm so sorry that you had to go through all this, it's really just like a pleasure to watch your journey, because I think that you are going to be, fast forward, a day from now, a year from now, I think that you're going to be so much stronger and really amazing and inspire so many people.
And it's hard work. People need to understand that it's not easy. I was the person who had, like I always say, like I had it all together. I loved my life, and it's hard work. It's like literally knocked me right down to square one. I've never had to fight this hard in my life to feel happy again. And it's hard, but I'm getting there, and I keep pushing, and it does require energy to get through things. Healing takes work, and it's a lot of work. So they're very small steps, but they're definitely moving into the right direction. So it's just a matter of time before I get there. It's just, I'll carry it with me forever, but I'm going to get there. It's just going to take a lot of time. And I notice some days get easier now when I look back, all days were hard before, and now it's easier as I go forward.
Happiness takes practice, right? It's a practice every day of convincing yourself, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, until eventually one day you are like, holy crap, I'm happy.
It's true. It works that way.
Right? You should take all of your TikToks and make them into a book.
That's what a lot of people were saying. I want to figure out how to get into that, but I'm like, I feel like I have a lot to share. It's definitely something that I'm definitely considering in the future.
Yeah. Well, when you do it, come back on our show. We would love to have you on and read it. And we are so excited to see you keep growing and changing. And we look forward to seeing what you're going to post next.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, thank you. You are amazing. Of course, like I knew you would be. You're such an inspiration. I love you so much. Keep up the videos. Stay positive. You are amazing. And people are watching you and seeing how amazing you are. Like, it's your story.
You.
Live in your, it's you. And it will be fine no matter what you do. It's your story.
I'm getting there. I'm going to get there.
You are. It's practice.
There's no other option.
That's right. Well, girl, we love you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. This is so much fun.
It's great to see you. Smiling and happy.
Yes.
We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Sasha.
Thank
Bye.
You. Bye.
She was so cute.
She's adorable. She's so wonderful. And if you watch all of her videos and like you see how much she's changed, like working through that is really, really hard. And like, Kelly and I talk about this all the time about mental health. Like, if you need help, it is okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
To say you're not okay. Like, to say like, this crap is hard.
Right.
I'm going through this shit. Like, I need someone to like listen. You know what I mean? Like, that's okay. So reach out for help. Ask.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally agree. I know.
And follow her on TikTok. I love TikTok. I am learning so much
you
on TikTok.
And Rory.
I am all about it.
Rory can do like every dance on TikTok.
Well, I haven't been doing the dances, but when you get through some of there's a lot of very serious things on TikTok.
Yeah.
That you can learn, that you can know. I follow so many people, and
Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up. I want keep talking, but I want to pull this up because I love. Oh, I think it's called Your Korean Dad.
Oh, that is funny. I've actually
him on
seen
there.
that. And then you've seen Sheena Melwani, right? Who's the real Indian dad.
Yeah. He is hysterical.
Hilarious. So I love her, and I love her and him, and she's constantly pranking him.
Let's get her on the show.
She's so great.
She would be hysterical.
She's so great. And then there's a lot of even for mental health, there's so many accounts on TikTok that you can follow that's just supportive people, and it's a group.
Yeah.
Once you get past all the the BS and the trolls and people like
and
that.
the dancing.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many good things that you can find, but I love Sasha so much.
Yeah, she was great.
She's just awesome.
I know. We have Pets of the Week this week.
Pets of the Week.
Jamie's always singing about Pets
of the Week.
That's so funny. Okay, Judah, can we do Pets
Let's
of the Week?
see.
If you're ready.
Hi, Kelly. Here are a couple of cuties for you. Okay, let's do the 4-year-old lab mix. Ooh. We've been watching Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah.
I don't know why I pronounced it Maisel.
The Marvelous.
Oh, the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
That's
Thank
funny
you,
show.
Look at her correcting me. I'm like, Mrs. Maisel, no. She's like, the Marvelous Mrs. I'm like, I'm sorry, Rachel Brosnahan, because I forgot Marvelous. But now, since I've been watching it, I feel like I should hold the microphone like her and tell a joke,
Right.
All right, Judah. Manotus, Manny. Okay, we'll go with that. It's a 4-year-old lab mix.
Ooh,
tall, dark, and handsome. Manny is like a teenage heartthrob in a shiny leather jacket. He'd be great all-around CVille dog, if you know what I mean. Carter Mountain sunsets, dog park runs.
He is so cute.
Brewery dates, humpback rocks, downtown mall dining. He's from out of town, fresh from the streets of Houston, so he's ready for you to show him all the beautiful city has to offer. Oh my God, he's
so cute.
Adorable.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Whenever we do Pets of the Week, I want to adopt you all.
You don't need another dog because
I
you'll
know.
overfeed it, and then you'll have another fat dog.
Kisses. Haters. My dogs are not fat. They are full-figured and curvy, and they can still fit into their Kim Kardashian skims.
People are saying hello. Oh, Kimberly's on. She says, good morning.
Hi, Kim.
She said, I didn't get my notification. You were live. I'm glad I checked.
Oh, my God. Thank goodness, Kimberly. All right, let's do the kitty next, Judah, please. These names are very hard to pronounce. Kiki, we'll go with that. Calicky. Okay, is a friendly, even-tempered, and soft floofer. She spends most of her time sleeping in adorable pretzel positions, lounging in a cardboard box, or perching on the top of the stairs to keep track of her family members. She also enjoys engaging in occasional spats with her neon mouse toy and launching out of her litter box for parkour sequence. She has recently had surgery, so her face is a little lopsided. Oh, look. However, expect her to be back normal once her fluff has come back. So if you guys want to check out any of these amazing animals or adopt an animal of your own, you can check out the Casper website at caspca.org. Oh, there's
Look, he's growling.
There's someone in the house. It's Rex Jackson. Hi, Rex. How are you? Good to hear you. Rex, I heard you had...
He didn't want Liza, the mascot, to get his bone. So now he's wandering around the studio.
He didn't tell us anything about what his life was like at the emergency vet, Rex. How was your Mountain Laurel?
He's fine.
He's fine. Kelly doesn't care. She's like, I'm over it. It was yesterday. I don't care. I paid $700. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's totally fine.
Stomach like an iron cast. All right, so check out the Casper website. So if you are looking for a doggy or a kitty, it is nice to adopt.
I love it. What else you got for me?
Let's do some odd news. I came across a couple of odd news. So we're all preaching about getting the vaccination.
Yes.
Get vaccinated. We need to get vaccinated so we can all move on. So in Bangkok, a district of northern Thailand has launched a raffle campaign for inoculated residents. So they're saying if you get the vaccine in Thailand, you are going to be entered into a raffle.
So's New York.
Really? New York's doing that, a live raffle?
Up to like $5 million.
Ooh,
it's like a raffle for $5 million.
$5 million?
They're giving away $5 million.
See, how can they give away? What is Lotto? What was the last Powerball at Mona? How much was it?
Like
200. It was like
200 million.
Like 200 million. But and like New York's like, we'll give you $5 million. New York's like, you know what? We're gonna enter you into a raffle for 2 $20 gift cards. Like it's like the Lotto can give away billions of dollars.
Okay, hey, no, but you know how the Lotto works. so many people buy it and that dollar goes.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, I'm just saying that New York is one of the most expensive cities that they should have more than $5 million.
I mean, I don't know.
But anyway, so in Thailand, if you get vaccinated, you will be entered into a raffle to win 1 live cow per week for the rest of the year.
That's a lot of cows. Where would I put those?
1 live cow.
I don't live there. So
I know, but maybe you would need cows, right?
I
So
guess.
they're going to choose, a winner will be randomly chosen every week to win a young cow worth about 10,000, I don't know what it's called, baht, 10,000 baht, $319 in US dollars.
Okay, hey, if you won the lottery, like in real life, like 200 million,
Yes.
would you take it in a lump sum or would you have the shorter payout, like the yearly payouts?
I guess I'd have the longer payouts.
I would too, because then you can't blow it.
Yeah, like you
Right?
always have a steady income coming in.
Right.
Because if you get it all in one sum, then I'm like, oh, I buy a house, I buy a boat, shit, I'm out of money.
Right,
Like, you know
that's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying.
Like if I have it always coming in, then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
But they do say that the lump sum is
I think
better,
you
right?
suck. Hold on. No, that lump sum isn't better. You get
Isn't the
more.
lump sum better?
No, you get more.
My aunt, see what she said? She's like, it depends how old you are. If you're 90 years old, take the lump sum.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to die. That would suck.
What happens? What happens if you die and they're not done paying it? I guess then you just put that in your will.
No, it's only for your life. You only get paid for your life, for the lifetime of you.
No, up to your. I don't think so. I don't know how that works. Judah, do you know how that works? No, Judah doesn't know either. It's not important. We're never going to
Well,
win.
good. I'm glad we settled that.
Yeah.
No, I think they stop paying you. You're dead.
No.
They're not going to be like, oh, Aunt
No,
Mona.
because you won 200 million, and if you die like the next year and you didn't get the payout of the 200 million, it's still yours, so it goes into your estate.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't
Okay.
know that.
I don't know.
What else do you got for me?
A woman excluded from team lunches at her workplace filed a discrimination case and won $32,000. She said a car dealership in the UK is paying the price for alleged workplace discrimination. So they were having lunchtime parties on Fridays, and she wasn't invited for whatever reason it was.
Maybe people didn't like her.
Yeah, so she filed a discrimination lawsuit and won $32,000.
Well, there you go.
My car dealership, when I worked at the car dealership, they ordered in lunch every Saturday. And most of the time, they would order Marco's pizza, which is like, if you've had Marco's, having Marco's pizza, not very good. Anyway,
They probably did because it's cheap.
but so cheap. It was like $6 to feed like 400 people. And they were like, do you want pepper? It was never pepperoni. Like they were like, we're not
Cheese.
splurging. Yeah, just straight up
Just
cheese.
cheese.
So when you eat in a workplace of all the people, like everyone's grabbing all the stuff. So you have to be first online if you're going to eat it to get the first piece, or else everyone's like,
Yeah,
you get the random. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think buffets and all that stuff are a thing of the past.
For sure.
What do you think?
I think so.
It was graduation weekend this weekend.
Oh, yes. Congratulations, all you
Congratulations, UVA grads. Everyone was graduating. The town has been packed.
Now it's going to be empty. Yes.
I know.
I love summer in Charlottesville
Me
because
too.
no one is here.
I know. The students are gone. They've all graduated. And they had an open graduation. No masks, right? They didn't have to wear any masks.
If you were vaccinated.
If you were vaccinated, which I don't know how you keep track of that, so no one wore a mask,
Yeah.
I'm sure. So everyone was just like coughing their corona all over downtown
I wonder what our numbers are
Charlottesville.
going to be in like a week.
Yeah. Downtown Charlottesville was just filled with like a corona crowd, like all over the place. But you couldn't get reservations for dinner anywhere.
Anywhere. It's good for local businesses. We appreciate
It
it.
is local businesses. I know. And the hotels. I was like glad that we're bringing graduation back. Ow! And everybody
What else
don't
you
know
got for me?
how to act.
Anything? I'm going to check on our comments. Hold on.
let's see. I got funny tweets of the week.
Oh, I love funny tweets.
Funny tweets. Ayo Baderi said, CDC said I don't have to wear a bra ever again. The CDC should mandate that. If you don't have to wear a mask, you don't have to wear a bra.
No one can force you to wear a bra.
A bra is basically like...
You have to wear one.
A bra is basically like a mask for your boobs, right?
Yes.
Like, you're just
No,
covering...
but it's not against the law not to wear a bra.
Yeah, maybe they're just making... The CDC is making a recommendation. All the boobs are allowed to be out this summer. The CDC said. Let's see. What else?
Who do we have on next week?
I don't know. I'm going to look that up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what we have. But we are going to take a break soon.
We
for
are.
Summer. Jamie's got to work on her store, and I got kids at home for the summer. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do with them all summer. Well, Lena's taking some like school stuff.
Yeah.
Rory, I have
You're
Rory.
just going to hang out. You're going to go on vacation.
We're going on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what
You're
gonna do.
coming on a vacation with me in October.
I know, we're going to Jamaica.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere
in the Caribbean.
Where are we going?
I
Last
don't know
week we were very excited about Jamaica. This week, where are we going?
Yeah, okay, but that was the issue. So I wanted to rent this house for my 40th birthday and
Yes.
take some of my friends down to Jamaica.
Yes.
And like, it's fully staffed, right? So you have like the chef and like the butler, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, we have to get a COVID test to get on the plane to come back.
Yes.
Well, where are we going to get a COVID test? It's not like we're staying at a resort and the resort has the COVID test and giving it to you. So if we're staying at a private house, A, where are we going to get the COVID test?
Yeah.
And B, if you are at a resort and you test positive for COVID, they put you up for free until you test negative for COVID. But if we rented this house and one of us tested positive for COVID, like, where would we go?
Just like...
Do you know what I'm saying?
So Kelly was like, I was like, Kelly, I mean, the odds of that happening, like, we're all vaccinated, that's not going to happen. And she was like, until you're the one that gets COVID. She's
Right.
like, then you get COVID. When I'm like, peace out, see you. She
Yeah.
goes, how are you going to get home? And I was like, I guess I just like row back. I mean, so then I said, well, and she was like, it's Jamaica. And I was like, oh shit. So I said, well, maybe we should go to the Bahamas because if God forbid I had to row back, I feel like I would be able to row back closer from the Bahamas to Florida to get to my...
It would take you, that would be your 2-week quarantine, so it wouldn't matter.
Right. So then by the time I get back, I'm done with quarantine, but then I row, and then Aunt Mona can grab me from Florida at the port. And I'm like, I got back, I'm here with my COVID, because Kelly's like, peace out, we gotta go.
Yeah, bye.
We gotta
See
go.
ya.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So we're going to have to stay in a resort because of all those reasons.
So where are we gonna go on
I don't
vacation?
know. Rhonda is
Yeah,
working on
Rhonda,
it.
are you watching? Where are we going, Rhonda? Put me up in some nice place.
It's going to be nice.
I know.
I'm not going to take you somewhere crappy
Swim
for
up
my
bar.
40th birthday.
I would take you somewhere crappy.
I know
for
you
my
would.
40th birthday. Let me tell you what we're gonna do for my 40th birthday.
We're going
to the Red Roof Inn in Waynesboro. Waynesboro is gorgeous in March. We are going to Waynesboro. We're going to do all the things. We're going to go to the Cracker Barrel.
I love that. I love Cracker Barrel.
We're going to go to the Applebee's bar. You might have heard of it.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
Cheap wings at Applebee's.
There's also a dog place that I got Bronx at out there called, I can't remember the
Puppy
name
Mill.
of it, where they sell puppy mill dogs. So we'll
Yeah.
go, we'll scoop up a puppy mill dog. My 40th birthday is going to rock. We're all sharing, and we're getting the Red Roof Inn. One bed. One bed, 4 people, all of you.
Totally fine.
Yeah. And they're not even gonna give us those little soaps. Or maybe we share one. We all wash with like one little bar of soap.
Gross. Okay. Did you figure out who we have on next week?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't even look, Kelly.
I'm starving.
Oh, it's Memorial Day next weekend. Next week.
So we don't have a show.
We might. I know. I don't think we have a show.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, there you have it, guys.
I know. Well, what else do we have? What are you doing this week? What's going on?
It's the last week of school for my kids. Look at Rex. Pick him up. He's like wandering around.
Why do you have such... Kelly has this long, like, metal chain on him like he's a Rottweiler. Like, he should have, like, a bow tie. He's like a small dog. She has, like, a metal chain, like a Rottweiler style. Like,
He's trying to...
he's terrifying.
No, he's fine.
I am working on my store this week. The painter came. So we have ceilings painted at our new store downtown. We have plumbing in. We have electric in. They're getting ready to start a mural. So shout out to Scotty's Paintings, who's doing... Scotty is a local artist. He is doing the mural on our wall.
I love it.
Spray paint. There's lots of spray paint. There's lots of...
Let's swing by and go see.
There's lots of stuff. Yeah. You know what the problem is I don't even have a key. So every contractor for my store has asked for a key because they're like, do you want to get up at 6 a.m. and meet us here or should I have a key? And I was like, here you go. So we've given out keys to...
1,000 keys.
Electrician, plumbers,
Are they giving them back?
But yeah, they're going to give them back. Paint.
Ooh, can I have one so I can just go in whenever I want?
See, everyone has a key. So Scotty said to me, he was doing the mural the other day, he goes, oh, I don't need a key, blah, blah, blah. So an hour later, he goes, do you have a key? I was like, Scotty, no key. You told me that you didn't want a key. So now Scotty has a key. So I've given out so many keys that I don't even have a key to get in. I have no key. I know, I don't have a key. So Ryan has the key. Ryan's back. Oh, I have another funny story for you. Ryan's back at work. So Ryan went to New York. So my aunt was coming down to visit, and Ryan said, oh, I'll go up and see my kids. I'll go up to New York, spend a few days. Great. So Ryan went up, and that was all good. So my aunt came down, and like she's been down a bunch before, so we're trying to figure out things to do. So I'm like, do you want to go to Monticello? She's like, eh. I'm like, do you want to go, where, you want to go here? Like, do you want to go to a winery? And she's like, ooh. And I'm like, I don't want to drink. She's like, so like one day we just watched Netflix all day. I was like, here you go. I'm going to order in pizza. We just watch TV all day. Does that sound fun? Thanks for coming on vacation. So we've been doing like, random stuff. Anyway, so I was like, let's go take a ride. Ryan works out at Shenandoah Crossing in Gordonsville. So I said, you know what? It's a beautiful property out in Gordonsville. If you haven't been, it's really beautiful. There's pools and there's yurts and there's like cabins, it's horses, like all. So I said, let's go take a ride out there. We'll go. So my aunt and I go. So I called Ryan and I said, hey, I want to really show her because there's like models, basically, like not like Kendall,
homes,
not like Kendall Jenner, but like a model. There's like a cabin model and then a yurt model. So I said, Ryan, I want to show her the cabin. So Ryan goes, all right, it's the last cabin on the left. I'm watching the baseball game. Just go. It's right down there. And I'm FaceTiming him. So we go and I said, oh, this is the cabin. And I said, I want to show her the yurt. It's more impressive. It's beautiful. Right. It's like so he's like, it's the yurt. It's right there. Go into the yurt. And I'm like, I don't know, Ryan, the door is locked. So I'm like trying to get in and I'm opening it. So my aunt looks in the window and she goes, I don't think that's it. There's towels on the floor. It looks like someone's living there. And I'm like, no, it's the model yurt. So Ryan's like, go into the model yurt. I told you. And I'm like, this is the one. So I'm like trying to get in. Nothing's happening. My aunt's in the window. We're like pulling the things. We can't get into the yurt. So I said, I don't understand. So we go, we walk around, and I was like, let me try again. So we go back, and I'm like trying to get in, and Ryan's like, I told you, go in the yurt. Anyway, we couldn't get into the yurt. So I said, well, Mona, you'll see it another time. So fine. We go home, blah, blah, blah. And Ryan's boss calls, and he says, Ryan, we've been having security issues. There's a man staying in the yurt, and people are trying to break into his yurt. And he's complaining, and we have to check the cameras, and there's all these security things, so we have to, and Ryan was like, oh no, that was Jamie. So he said to his boss, he goes, no, don't worry, it was just Jamie and Aunt Mona. They weren't breaking in, they were just trying to get into the yurt. So we basically like tried to break into this man's yurt because Ryan told me to, and caused like a whole security breach at Shenandoah Crossing.
I love that.
Well, we didn't know. But we didn't get to see the yurt, and I wasn't trying to break in, sir. We saw him come up, he was like 95 years old. But if the door was
Imagine
open,
if it was unlocked and you walked in and
I
you
would
was
have walked
getting
in.
out of the shower.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whoa.
Can you imagine? I was like, what are you doing here? Just naked? Wow. All right. Does this come with the property?
I love that.
So yeah, we tried to get in. But it was a beautiful property. And that's all that's going on this week. And Mona's going to stay until Tuesday.
So fun. Well, I hope you have an awesome week.
You too. I hope you have a great week.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll let you know if we have a show on Monday. It's a holiday, so maybe not. I don't know. We'll
you
see.
might hear Rex dragging around his
Leash.
dog chain. It's a chain. It's a chain.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out our website at Women Changing Our World so you can see past episodes. Follow us.
Like and share the show.
Like and share the show. Follow us on Facebook,
Instagram, Twitter.
Like us on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Thank you so much to Sasha for being here, and follow her on TikTok. She's amazing. And again, we encourage you that if you are having any mental health issues, please reach out to someone. There are so many people out there that love you, and there is a lot of help out there. So please do that. It's Mental Health Awareness Month.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We will maybe see you next Monday.
That's right. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Have a great week.
We don't know. Have a great week. Have a great week. Thanks.
Bye. We're up, Gina.
Goodbye and good night.